Just an update on this 2002 Chrysler PT Cruiser. I was able to replace the radiator. It was easy, but there was a lot of steps involved. Now, unfortunately, I wasn't able to record it because halfway doing the process, I ran out of English. And if you're Filipino, you can completely relate to that statement. And if you're not, ask your Filipino friends. They will tell you that this is a true story. So besides the radiator replacement, I also replaced the front stabilizer bar end links. Hello and welcome to How to Helen, where you learn something different every day. In this episode, it is not a DIY project anymore or DIY video, but more an update on this 2002 Chrysler PT Cruiser. Because I did a lot of repairs that is not in the video because, like I said, I ran out of English. I also did the engine combustion test to make sure that this doesn't have a gasket issue. Here's the video for it. Hello and welcome to How to Helen, where you learn something different every day. Today we're gonna check if this 2002 PT Cruiser has a head gasket leak by using a Lyle combustion leak indicator fluid and tester. So I think this is the 75500 model that we're using. So we're gonna put this in the radiator top with fluid when we start the car, and we're gonna check if the fluid turns yellow. That means it has a head gasket leak. If it doesn't, it stays blue, then that means there's no head gasket. That means there's no head gasket leak. So let me start the car now and let's see what happens. Okay, we'll pull up. Okay, now pour some liquid in until you reach the marking line. Okay, now we wait for it to turn yellow.
A few inches later. Later.
Now, as I mentioned, the replacement for the radiator is very easy. But as a Filipino, I ran out of English. How do you know if a Filipino is running out of English? Well, if the F turns into a P and the TH becomes a D. Like if you say flyers instead of pliers, or if you say coolant flow instead of flow, and your accent starts getting harder and harder.
Second floor, deodorant, toothpaste, BB oil.
Another sign when a Filipino is running out of English is when they make random noises like ha or ha, or my special favorite one, ah.
Loud noises!
Now this is not car related, but if you're Filipino, here's my recommendation on what to do when you're starting to run out of English. You excuse yourself first and you say, "Excuse me, ma'am, sir. Unfortunately, I am starting to run out of English. I did not bring my dictionary with me today. So after 5 minutes of conversation, I can only answer you with a yes or a no." And that is how you save yourself from running out of English. So this has been another episode of How to Helen. My name is Arja, and thank you for watching. And before I go, here's a few more statements that a Filipino can relate to. Hello, sir. Can I ask you a question? English is nosebleed. Good day, sir. No English. Excuse me, sir. Can I help you? Huh? No time for English. Excuse me, sir. Can you help me, please? No cannot English. Hello, ma'am. What is your greatest fear? English is kryptonite. Hello, how are you? English no. Pass. Hi, can you help me, please? No dictionary today. No dictionary. I forgot dictionary today. No English, please. Pardon me. Can I ask you something? We pardon no English. Pardon no English. Good morning, sir. No English. Too early for English. No. Good morning, sir. How are you today? I did not buy English today. Sorry. I do not have English today. Hi. How are you today? Why English? Excuse me, miss. No. Too much today. Too much English. Too much. Good morning, sir. Can I help you today? Watch no English. No today, please. No today. No, thank you. No money, no English. Sorry. It was easy, but there was a lot of steps involved. I was able to replace the radiator. It was easy, but but it involved a lot of steps. And halfway, it was easy, but it involved. It was easy, but it involved a lot of steps. Now, unfortunately, I wasn't last. I ran out of English. And if you're Filipino, you can completely. So besides the radiator replacement. But more an update on the 2002 Chrysler PT Cruiser. I did a lot of. So besides the radiator replacement, I also replaced the front stabilizer endings. Now, if you're Filipino, here's my advice if you're starting your... Now, if you're Filipino, here's my advice on what you should do when you're starting to run out of English. You excuse yourself by... You excuse. Now, not car related, but if you're Filipino, here's my advice if you're starting to run out of English. First, to excuse... Now, this is not car related, but if you're Filipino, here's my advice on how you should get yourself... Now, this is not car related, but if you're Filipino, here's my recommendation. And that is how you save yourself from... And that is how you save yourself from running out of... Just an update on the 2002... Just an update on our... Now, halfway doing this, I ran out of English. I'm recording later.